한국어로 말하고 싶어요? 그렇다면 어떻게 하면 쉽고 효과적으로 배울 수 있을까요? 안녕 with a smile, it's Kat Style. In this video, let's talk about speaking and listening in Korean. Personally, I know how hard it is to explore resources, the right resources that even teach you the correct information. So for this, let me share with you some of my tips and techniques. Some are recently discovered and some have been my constant practice. And so I found it effective for myself and maybe it's effective for you too. Let's start! First is none other than listening through podcasts. Somehow the most convenient app out there, or something that we Filipinos often really use, is the Spotify application. So, how can we search through Spotify? How can we find those podcasts relevant to Korean language learning? On my discovery, you can just simply navigate through the Spotify application and try searching in the search box. And just remember the right keywords in searching for it, like Korean language learning, or conversation Korean, or podcast in Korean. And you will easily be given a selection. For me, I was able to listen through 𝗵𝗲𝗿𝗲 by James and Aya. To highlight, James and Aya has been previous Funpeak ambassadors. And what's good about their podcast is they provide transcripts or scripts of their podcast, which makes it easy for you to highlight or follow through their audio. Although you have to pay some subscription on some episodes to get the transcription, they also provide free transcripts on their Instagram, so you could check those out. Another popular Korean language learning podcast is Listening Through Intermediate Korean. So this one, I have seen them before and I really like how they have a vast selection of topics suitable for intermediate language learners. So let's try listening to one of their podcasts. So another thing that's really good about this podcast, it's in bite-size 3 to 6 minute audio.
안녕하세요. 사뿐사뿐 민쌤입니다. 날씨가 많이 쌀쌀해졌지요? 이맘때쯤 한국에서는 주부들의 마음이 바빠집니다. 추운 겨울을 날 준비를 하기 위해 많은 사람들이 김장을 하거든요. 여러분, 김장에 대해서 들어보셨나요? 겨우내 먹기 위해 많은 양의 김치를 한꺼번에 담그는 것을 김장이라고 해요.
Miss Minsem is talking about the winter, such as kimjang. Kimjang is a traditional process of making kimchi. During winter, it's usually a time when Koreans make a lot of kimchi before the winter frost sets in. Wow! So if you also like learning about Korean traditional culture, listening to podcasts is also really helpful. Overall, my advice in listening through podcasts is probably wear earphones to really train your ears in hearing the actual pronunciation, because if you're not that aware in Korean culture, kimjang may sound like kinjang, which is nervousness in Korean. So yeah, being exposed in Korean culture is also a plus in learning Korean. Next, for the speaking exercises, I would like to introduce you to an application called 𝗵𝗵𝗁. So, by the way guys, this is not sponsored. This just got recommended in my Instagram feed. So, the goal of this app is to encourage learners to speak. It comes from the idea that babies themselves learn speaking by mimicking what is immediately taught to them. So, what's good about this is this app has a community of native Koreans and foreigners who like to speak in Korean and learn Korean or share what they know about Korean. The idea will be from shadowing feature of the app, where you get to learn to speak per phrase based on the original video. I already had a lot of shadowing videos here, so if ever you come across my video, please don't judge me. And it's really simple. This is really simple.
맞아. 인정.
Yeah. So just like that.
인정.
You can try shadowing this video by clicking this icon. And try shadowing too. You can do it with audio or a video. 𝗵𝗲𝗍 인정. Yeah, that's it. And when you're done, you can just try and uploading it, and other people could rate your pronunciation and recording. So let me check how's my performance in my previous video. So I usually take on challenges like few sentences already, like 3 to 4 sentences for one video.
야, 오늘 학교 끝나고 뭐 해? 뭐 할 일 따로 없으면 나랑 노래방 갈래? 된다고? 오케이. 그럼 이따가 학교 끝나고 봐. 안녕.
Wow. It also increases your confidence that you can really do it after some time. Lastly is a dual purpose listening and speaking application called 𝗵𝗵𝗁. So again, this is not sponsored, guys. So 𝗵𝗵𝗁 is an app where you can talk with Koreans and practice your Korean. There are group calls where you can enter, but the catch is similar to Funpeak, where you have to give out coins, which you can also earn through the application. Let's try entering a group call and somehow try to speak in Korean. I haven't practiced my Korean, so please. Although I am shy, you gotta get out of your comfort zone. After all, you're all strangers in the app with the same goal. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
Hi.
안녕. 잘 들어요? 진짜요? 필리핀 사람이에요.
예.
괜찮아요. I'm also just doing this for fun.
Practicing.
Oh.
Walang yan. Sabi ko Tagalog muna.
Sige po.
Saan ka po?
But in Korean ba sasagutin? Sige, try na. Bulacan 살고 있어요. Bulacan.
Dito na ako
kayo po?
mga alam ko lang words lang.
Mga K-drama po ba?
Yung galing mo Oo.
Mga bego pa, ganun po. Kasi K-drama lang po din kayo natuto. Kaya nyo po yan. Ako.
Yung kapatid ko, nagbabasa siya ng marunong siya bumasa pero di niya alam yung meaning.
Opo, madali po talaga pag sa reading, no? Kayo rin po ba marunong na rin po magbasa?
Hindi pa.
Okay lang.
Uy, pero galing mo. Sige, pagpatuloy mo lang.
Kayo rin po. Baka magkita pa tayo dito. Ay, magkausap pa po. 감사합니다.
Ilang taon ka na para?
Ano po, 22. Sumudusal. Kayo po, ilang taon na kayo?
19 po.
19. Kaya ako nagpopo pa. Banmal pala. Dapat banmal na pala. Oni pala ako. Dongsen.
Ilang years na ako nag-aaral?
Ako?
Ng Korean?
Nasa 3 years na.
Wow. Nice.
3년 동안. Ayan. Pero, 아직 한국말 조금 할 수 있어. Ayan. Ibig sabihin, onti pa lang alam ko. Kahit 3 years na. The person I match with is somehow lower than my language skills, and I immediately shot a lot of Korean expressions to her. I'm really sorry. She is just learning Korean, so we just spoke in Tagalog. But it's been fun. It's been fun. Our video would be completed without trying the Funpeak application. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, PD Melvin, Funpeak Ambassador Andrew, and me, PD Kat, has been sharing our everyday missions accomplishments in my group, K-Style Study Group. And likewise, Funpeak Philippines recently launched a Discord group where you can share your progress or ask for help, and we'll see how we can provide assistance to you guys. Anyway, for this round, I'll play the fill in the blanks game or 빈칸 채우기. So, 이 게임에 대한 답을 찾도록 해봅시다. 부모님이 안 계실 때는 영희 부모님 역할 한다. 보름이면 감기가 다 나을 법다. 한때 생각보다 오래 가네. 박물관에 한복을 입고 가면 무료라고 합니다. 입장료. Pag pumasok ka daw nakahanbok, libre. 어제 하루 종일 걸어서 그런지 종아리가 너무 아프다. 입원한 할머니를 어머님께서 몸으로 보살피고 노래를 듣가 고향에 온다면 온도시 몰라 얘가 말이나 한국에 내가 잘 알지 명소라면 그 사람을 잊지 못하게 거더라. 눈이 오는 바람에 Okay, so I only got B score because I lacked time. That's also my problem, guys. And that's it for this video. I hope you save and share this to your friends. And maybe comment below which aspects of speaking and listening are you having a hard time with. Thank you and see you on my next video. 안녕!